Hello, everyone. Gilead here, and just a little brief update about what's going on in my life, particularly with regards to this virus that you may have heard is going around. Um, First of all, I'm fine. Stellar's fine. The cats are fine. Um, we've been getting a lot of rain here, so there's not a lot to do outdoors. Haven't really been going places very much anyway, so it's thus far really hasn't had a major impact on our lives, except uh, starting yesterday, Stellar is working from home um, for the duration. We don't know how long. Um, so that's very different. Our gym is shut down. We used to go to the gym, I won't say every day, 5 days a week. We can't go to the gym. A lot of the businesses, of course, are closed, and driving down the street feels like about 50% of a zombie apocalypse. It's probably like that where you live as well. So it is it's a strange feeling. Of course, going to the grocery store, half of what you might have bought simply isn't there. And it's a good idea not to go if you haven't got to anyway, so we don't have to. Like I say, that doesn't really affect my life a whole lot because I've been uh, alone at home doing my artwork, playing to an empty room for a long time now, and so that doesn't change a whole lot for me personally, except that very thing was starting to drive me nuts, and I had just resolved that something I needed to change about my life is I needed to get out more. I needed to go places, meet more people, talk about whatever, and then this happened. So, whatever. So here we are. Anyways, things could be much worse. We've got the supplies we need, and we're healthy, so everything's fine. I'm working on some of these pieces, and the reason I'm working on some of these pieces as opposed to other pieces, these are done from photographs. I was just looking for the photograph so that I could share with you. It's a magazine clipping or something from a book, How to Draw the Human Figure book, or a swimsuit catalog, or I don't remember what it was. It was probably something like that. Just given the way that she's standing there, that's kind of a swimsuit catalog pose. I can't find the picture, so I'm gonna have to fake it from here on in. That's fine. The reason I'm doing that is because I'm not getting a whole lot of life drawing in lately. Even before the coronavirus, now that we're all quarantined, there are no sessions anywhere. But it had already slowed down dramatically for me. We lost our venue that we had been going to for pretty close to 20 years down at the college. I don't know what the issue was, but they just suddenly said you can't have the room anymore. Didn't give an explanation. I guess they don't have to. We had it for free for such a long time, and I'm grateful for that time, and that's all that I can do is be grateful for what we had. I don't have any particular right to an explanation as to why that's been terminated, but it just has. So that's over. That group has reconvened after a long hiatus at another venue, but that venue is far less available. So it's spotty. They can get together once in a while. I don't particularly like the venue. It's difficult. Just it's just not a great room. There's a lot of work to set up and tear down to get everything ready to do this. So you pretty much only get about half the time that you're paying for compared to what we had before. Um, Now I did also have another life drawing session at Mesa Community College. It was very similar to the one we had at Gilbert. That's on Fridays instead of Saturdays, and it was always every other week instead of every week, and it tended to be a little spotty. It was the teacher is something of an adventurer. She likes to go out uh, parasailing and things like that, and jumping off of mountains, and so she goes on a lot of trips, and we don't. It's not a completely regular venue. It's just whenever it's available. It's not available in the summertime, anyways, when the campus is closed, anything like that. Uh, so I had this thing that went from being every single week when we started, and I wanted to expand from there. I mean, when we started the Patreon, I wanted to expand from there, and instead, it's diminished to something might do once a month from now on, if that. The focus of this whole Patreon page has certainly got to shift a little from what I initially said that it was, which was life drawings turned into fantasy art. Now I'm still basically doing that, but I'm basically doing that based on photographs instead of life drawing sessions. I have acquired a lot of photographs. I was in class. I was able to take a lot of photographs with a cell phone. They're not great photographs. There's going to be you're going to be able to see a difference in the work that I'm producing from this point forward, because I'm using my photography, other people's photography, and it's going to have a different look and feel to it for certain. Like this sort of thing. And we don't know what else to fill you in on. I'm grateful, as always, for your help, but I also recognize that helping me may be putting extra hardship on you at a time when there's a lot of hardship. And, if you have to leave, if you have to bow out of this, you don't owe me an explanation ever. I'm grateful for what you've done so far, and if you want to step out, don't feel like you have to tell me why or apologize for that. You have nothing but my gratitude. But if you can stay, I sure appreciate that too, because I haven't had a lot of sales lately, and of course I won't for a while, because I don't have a lot of human contact lately, like yourselves. So I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're making it through it, and we're going to continue doing some videos from the quarantine. I'm also going to make videos for the Facebook page. I flinch at the idea that maybe I'm making better material for Facebook than I do for here, but that's not intentional. It's just I know how to do like a live video feed, an interactive sort of thing on Facebook, and if there is a way to do that on here, I don't actually know how to do it. So I'm gonna do live videos from quarantine for the Facebook, and I'll provide the links here for those of you that are on Facebook. And if you're not, I'll try to tune in more often and really let me know how you're doing too, and if there's anything I can do for you. All right, I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you.